So hopefully that wasn't too bad for you. You've gotten practice with pretty much everything except abstracting out the actual little sections into their own classes, but the rest should have been pretty easy for you. If not, it's okay. You just need to practice more, and that's why I have the quizzes for you to be able to further improve your skills. So let me show you what I did here. Of course, I updated the test to use the center content. Let me show you my center content property. Returns me a new center content page. My center content page has a center content page object repository. That's going to contain all of the elements related to the center content, which is the toggle. So of course you had to extract out all the elements from the complicated page object repository into this page object repository, making your complicated page object repository smaller and cleaner. And then of course my center content page has the standard methods for interacting with the toggle. And then if we go back to the method there, we're using both of the methods that we had created before, and they're just going through the center content page. Nothing was changed. You just had to extract out everything into the appropriate page. And now you can see how small our complicated page class is. It went from about 60 lines to about 25 lines of code, and we're utilizing composition by having all of the appropriate properties living inside of our complicated page class. And now everything is easier to access in our tests because we just go to the complicated page, and then based on that we access the appropriate section, and then through that section we interact with the appropriate elements, making our tests more readable, our classes smaller, and easier to maintain. And of course, let me run this test for you just to make sure that it passes. And for you, if you just had different naming conventions, of course, that's okay. You don't have to have the exact same naming conventions as me, but I hope that the actual architecture of the classes and the creation of all the object repositories and the elements was the same. The only thing that could have differed for you was the naming conventions that you had for your properties and classes, but they should be pretty similar to mine, as we were following pretty standard conventions throughout this entire course. Fantastic. So you saw that the test passed, and with that we are done cleaning up our complicated page objects, making them smaller, more readable, and easier to maintain. Congratulations, you have succeeded in achieving an entirely higher level of automated software testing with page objects.